Well, hello everyone. This is just trying to play it. We're back with Recycling Center Simulator. Now, the only reason, like I said, why I'm playing this game is because I want to play it, and I feel like it's a very good game. I absolutely love the way that it plays. I just wish the developers would allow us to have multiple saves. So, if that's in anybody's roadmap or anything like that, please feel free to bring that out because I can't be the only one who feels that way. So here we are. We're going to go ahead and continue the game that where we started. As you can remember, we had awakened this morning and we had what did we do? We didn't do anything. We took the plastic over. Let's see if we even have enough plastic to finish this thing. We'll let it run while we do some other stuff. I don't think we did. Don't think we did. No, we don't. No, we don't. So that means, at least I cleaned up. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So that means that we just have to get a little bit more going. I'm gonna leave those other ones there because we really don't have any a machine for them. By the end of the day, we probably will, but I'm not going to be bothered with that right now. So we're going to grab all of this, obviously. We have 1 day left for this plastic. This is probably the most important right now because we have a contract for it. So we're going to go ahead and negotiate. Like I always say, though, to be honest with you, it makes no sense to negotiate these. To really be honest, you're nickel and diamond people in a way just to get a little extra money, which really, that $20 I saved, yes, it paid for my employee for the day. But did I really need that to pay him? No, because I would have had at least 15 bucks. So I think that part for me needs to be a little more. I don't know the right word to say. I don't want to say it's not worth it because it is, but it's not as worth it as it may seem. They're not asking us for a lot for what we're getting. Um, it's just one of those things, in my opinion. As you get bigger, I think as you start making the more quality items, then yes, I think this part saves you a little bit. It makes it worth your while to go ahead and to attempt to get a lower price, which you usually will get a lower one. It's just a matter of how much. 85. I'm gonna say 60. Now my notion was to offer them $75, which I'm probably gonna end up around there. Um, I don't. Yeah, 70 bucks is fine. So we'll do 70 for that, and then this one we'll start it off at 50 and see what they say. Like I said, it really does not make as much of a difference because if you just look here, we're gonna get about, I want to say, 14 and a half kilograms of wood out of this. We don't do any wood yet, but we'll get about, what is that, 14% of that. We'll get roughly, oh, maybe 4 or 5 kilograms of plastic, I'm thinking, for that. But we need something to finish. We need 18 kilograms of plastic to finish what we're trying to do here. So it helps, it goes into something else, but the price that we're getting it for, it adds up, but it doesn't add up, is what I'm saying. It sounds weird, but that's just the way that it seems to me. Um, yeah, it sounds weird, but it isn't. So let's look at the contracts that we have right now. We're going to be getting a lot of paper. We already have 8 in storage. We have some more sitting over there that haven't been put in storage. What I'm trying to do is to get full pallets to put over there, not half pallets, even though we have pallets up the wazoo. This would be great. Oh my goodness, this would be great, but we can't do it yet. But the wood, we probably could. Like I said, we're getting a good amount of wood for it. This would easily pay for everything. And if we have to, we can go to the marketplace and just get rid of a little extra stuff. So right now we're going to go and start picking up everything. Hey dude, how's it going? How'd you sleep? Yeah, yeah, you didn't sleep, did you? You don't look like you slept. You just standing there waiting to work all day, all night. Don't know if that's going to be a thing to where they actually go home and come back. I don't think it's as important for the developers to put that in there right now because I guess if it was, they would have. So I'm not going to sit up here and second guess necessarily, but it would be nice to kind of see that. All right, let's get started on picking this stuff up. Chuck you over there. And like I said, this is kind of therapeutic for some people. Just being able to do something that does not have a strict time limit. And even if it does, there's more than enough time for you to get it done. So we got a late start today because I wanted to sit there and talk about some crap, but I'm sorry. We it happens. But you kind of need to know, like, I guess where my thinking is when I'm doing some of this stuff. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm thinking when I'm doing some of this stuff, so it helps me to talk it out. So just bear with me as I'm doing things. Like I said, though, any comments or anything, if you want to make comments about what I'm doing wrong, what you feel like I should be doing, by all means do so. I'm not going to um, be upset with you because you made a comment about something. I'm really not. Okay, need a lockpick for that. We'll get to that. That's just extra. Anything that you can lockpick or um, I think it's a crowbar is what we saw last time. Those are extra things. They're not necessarily requirements. Because if they were, they would let you get in them. You should always be able to complete the requirements, the max amount of scrap that they tell you you're supposed to get. You should be able to get it. But like I said, that door is extra. Um, it would be nice to be able to get the extra, but sometimes that doesn't happen. I threw this thing under here. How am I supposed to get that? Can I crouch? Ooh, can I crouch? I don't think I can crouch. Uh oh, we have a problem. Let me look and see. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if I don't think it allows me to do that. It doesn't even tell me what I can do, to be honest with you. Controls over here, sensitivity, nothing. Um, shoot. I can't say I'm stuck. Can I get? That's gonna bother me. How did it? Mm. How in the world did it allow me to do that? I don't even think I threw it that fast. You know what? If I don't get it, I don't get it. So this time I'm not going to be bothered with it. I like to get everything, but in that case, I am not going to try to get that. Now, I don't know if that's just, I don't know how that happened. I don't remember chucking it that hard. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna bother me because that's the only piece of wood that's in here, and that would allow me to finish, and it would get me some reputation. But it's not allowing me to get it. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. So there you have it. You guys see that? I just don't get any reputation for the place. Um, I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. If I come back, it's not gonna be there. I don't even think I get the opportunity to come back. So I'll just be a little more careful next time, not chucking that hard. I mean, I really did not think I chucked it that hard. But we'll be careful next time. We'll make sure that we don't do that. Keep it all by the door, um, or just chuck it in. as we get closer to it, because that's unfortunate. I don't like not being able to finish a location, but it'll be one of a few. We won't make it a habit. But yeah, how are you guys doing? I don't know what day it is for you when you're watching this. Um, but it is a beautiful day outside here in Texas. It usually kind of is, unless we're going through a hurricane. Our last hurricane, the one we had gone through, really hit us hard in my area. And actually, where I work at right now is still, um, we're still on generator power. Not because anything of the companies and stuff haven't, um, turned us on. We had experienced some electrical issues during that time. Our place got zapped. We're in an older building, so some things couldn't handle it. Um, so we ended up having to have some work done, and unfortunately, that work takes time because I work for a nonprofit. So and it's not a big nonprofit. It is a local nonprofit, which means local money, which means slower money, less money than maybe some other places. Uh, but for the most part, it is decent. But it would be nice if we had some of those funds to take care of that stuff a little bit quicker. Um, one thing about working for a nonprofit, people think that nonprofits can't make money. They can't make more than what they spend, but they can. The idea is a nonprofit is not supposed to give that money away like to, owners or directors or things like that. They're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to put it back into the nonprofit, all of it, not some of it, but all of it. And that's the difference. Like even for-profit companies don't take everything out. They put a lot of it back in to build the company. But in this case, the nonprofit is not supposed to take any of it out. They're supposed to do certain things, but they're not supposed to take it out. And then you have the board who's supposed to approve of a lot of different things. Basically major things that they're going to do, like if they want to take on any investments, if they want to switch um, banks, things like that. But I think there's a big uh, misconception that nonprofits, if you work for a nonprofit, you don't make any money. You're a volunteer. It's not true. Yes, you can volunteer. Yes, we have a lot of volunteers. Yes, we depend on a lot of volunteers. But does that mean that we don't have employees? No, that does not mean that. The reason behind that is because you have to have people. I already went in here, didn't it? Yeah. You have to have people that are kind of obligated to come in every day. People that you have to depend on to do certain things in your nonprofit. Volunteers can do only so much. Like you're not going to have a volunteer who does payroll. You're not going to have a volunteer who does certain things because they can easily say they don't come in for a month, 2 months, 3 months. So you have to have people who are dedicated to doing those things. Now, a nonprofit will probably not have as many employees as you may think they should have, mainly because of funding. And then what I learned about working for a nonprofit, there's always something. There's always something going on. There's always some sort of money issue, regardless of, how much is donated or how much isn't donated. There's always something. Um, and donations fluctuate so much. I mean, I don't think people understand how much donations fluctuate. You can have someone who donates $1,000 a month easily turn around and not donate anything for years, and we've had that. So we've had to go through that. There's a lot of planning involved. There's a lot of, just like any business, you run it like any business, though. And that's what I don't think people understand is run like any business. No, we can't give, special treatment or anything like that. We're not supposed to. But there's some things that we have to make sure that we're doing to stay within rules and regulations. If we get a certain amount of donations per year, there's different rules that we have to abide by, meaning more strict rules. Um, we're not affiliated with a church, so there's another set of rules. I wouldn't say like affiliated as in, yes, there's some church that sponsor us, there's some church that help us, there's some church that donate to us, but we're not under church financial guidelines because some churches just do it however they want to do it, and it doesn't matter, you know. But we have to do it a certain way in order to fulfill certain obligations, especially to the people who donate money to us, our donors. You know, they they have special rules and regulations of how we're supposed to keep our books and things like that. So we have to do that. But anyway, when you're working for a nonprofit, you kind of humble yourself a little bit because you begin to see the trials and tribulations that other people go through on a daily basis. You may have something going on temporarily, but these people are living, their lives like that. We're kind of like a food pantry. So we try to help people with that sort of thing. Oh, look, I leveled up. Now I can get the lockpick. I can order another cert. I can get another sorting worker. I have another company opened up, and I have another. Forgot what he said. Well, anyway, I got stuff opened up. Let's go there now. Just in time, we're gonna go back to the factory. I probably could have leveled up earlier if I could have found a little bit of wood. We're gonna help this guy out. I mean, he'll do it with. Oops, I hit him with it. Sorry, dude. There's no workers' comp for that. There should be, because you're only making 15 bucks a day. I should be giving you something else. There's no benefits. You just come in here and you work. I'm glad they made him wear the protective uh, stuff, his PPE. He's probably wearing some steel toe boots, which I'm figuring he is. He's in his jeans. The jeans are fitting right. They're not, let's put a flashlight on this dude. They're not too tight. They're not too loose. They're just right. He's wearing his protective vest and a hard hat. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. This is proper PPE. He's come prepared to work. He should have some gloves on, but I don't think we provide those. But, for the most part, he's wearing what he should wear. So I can't help but to appreciate that. I mean, it's a great thing. It's an absolutely wonderful thing. Now, I could have him go up here. This is a nice little chunk of stuff. I could have him go up here and actually do the sorting, especially since it's nighttime and there's little to no daylight. I hate putting the flashlight on this, but I might have to, But then again, I kind of want in the beginning to get as much. Um, I want to get as much experience as possible and as much what do they call it, reputation level as possible. So I'm gonna go up here and do this, and then I am going to bring you guys back when I'm finished with this. Okay, we're on our last couple of items here. Took me a little bit. Took me a little bit to do that. We're at 99% because we had one little stubborn piece of paper that was sitting here teetering and it ended up going into the wrong spot. So that kind of pissed me off, but we're over it. Okay. So I'm just going to close these just because I want to. We're looking for paper and plastic. That's all we're working with right now. So I'm going to take the plastic first. I didn't even look to see how much plastic was in there. There's 24.4 kilograms. So we have more than enough to finish this project off. Now, guys, I'm going to admit something. Okay, this is confession time. When I first was doing this, I thought we were supposed to toss this thing up there so that, so I was doing this all the time. But I wasn't that accurate as I was right there. So I had these things bopping all over the place until I realized all I had to do was left click on this as long as it was highlighted. I was such an idiot. So anyway, I'm just saying, when you can laugh at yourself, it is a wonderful time. Okay. Now we have 41.6 kilograms of paper, 40.1 kilograms of wood, 75 kilograms of glass, and then 45.1 kilograms of metal. I don't think that these things get full. At least I haven't had a situation where they have. So I'm thinking that I can just keep on keeping on. I can leave those there. I don't have to empty those all the time. So now we're going to stack these bad boys up. I love this mechanic. I swear to God. This is so great. This is so great. So that's all we get. Oh, let me see. Yeah, we don't have enough. So we do have enough to finish this, but we wouldn't have enough to finish anything else, I don't think. But we've got a lot of this paper coming out. So we're going to finish stacking this stuff up. We're going to put it all in the warehouse. Well, in the storage, warehouse, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it warehouse, storage, whatever. So let's just take this in here, stack it up with this buddy. Oh, I forgot we had some plastic over here. See, I didn't even think of that. Let's take this plastic over here that's 13.8 in here. We still would we have finished? No, we wouldn't have finished it, but we would have come close. So we're going to toss that in there, let that run. And then we're going to finish stacking this up. As you can see, we have more than enough for the um, one we were going to do. I'm going to put you here and then just start stacking. This is so great. I think every game should have that mechanic. I really do. When you're, putting a lot of stuff, stacking a lot of items up, it's so wonderful. Just so satisfying, I tell you. Okay, so let's go and grab these other pieces of paper, pressed paper, and let's just go see what contracts we can fulfill using what we have here. And let's just try to stack this up a little bit better than we did. Well, I mean, it's not like it's going to stop us from getting in here. Let's just put this over here. I love the way it makes that noise, like a little creaking noise um, when you are picking them up and putting them down. I kind of like that. It's a little more realistic. I don't expect these things to be completely realistic, though. I think a lot of people kind of do. Like if certain things then act a certain way, people get upset. I don't because I understand what you're trying to do. You're making a game, and the game cannot always be, completely realistic. Because to be honest with you, if it was, would we really play it? At least I probably wouldn't really play it if I felt like it was real life, reincarnated. Because who wants to replay real life sometimes? Um, Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I'm not saying that you always do or don't. So, you get my drift. So, anyway, let's get back here. Okay, let's fulfill the contract that we already have. That's going to give us 450, so that's gone. Now, let's see what we can do. 54, we have 49 in there. Should be no problem for us to finish that. We can't do this one yet. We probably will get this. Um, let's see, market price. I mean, I don't even think we need to compare market price to this anymore. We already know that we're going to make more if we do that. So let's look at this one. I can't do that yet. And I'm not going to be able, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it in 4 days. If this is the tier 3 machine, which I believe it is, I am not going to be at the tier 3 machine in 4 days. I'm not even at the tier 2 yet. At least I don't think I am. No, I have to get to level 6 reputation just to get to that, and then level tier 3 is level 12. So no, I'm not gonna make that. Not gonna make that. So okay, we've done all the scrap deals. Just wanted to make sure I did that. Marketplace. This tells you, I believe, all the different tier, what you can make at each tier. I believe, obviously, this is what we're getting when we go get the raw materials. This is what we can make at tier one. This is what we can make at tier two. And I do believe all of this is a possibility at tier four. I mean, tier three. I'm sorry, I skipped from two to four. Tier three is all of this. And then the same with the paper, same with the wood, same with glass. Yeah. And the same with metal. Because we can only make one thing now, so I'm figuring that's this. And then I think at the next tier, you can only make one thing, so that would be like your melted glass. And then at tier three, you can make all the other stuff, which is, yeah, I believe that's the way it is. Not sure, but I do believe that's kind of how it is. So if we look at that, we know that tier three obviously is where all the money will start coming in. I keep looking at the loan, but I'm not going to get one. But anyway, the paper we can probably do. Within 3 days, we should have enough to get just, what, 6 more kilograms of that. We should be able to do that easily. So I'm going to bargain this up. I need 500 bucks from it. Bam. That was easy. Let's do that one. We can't do that. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm tempted to get the machine though, but I don't want to not have enough to get the scrap deals in the morning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait because that machine is, it is 600. I'm going to wait until the morning. If I decide to, if I can get all the scrap deals that they have and still have enough to get it, then I'll get it. I think that's a good plan. So let's sleep until morning. We did make some money today. We're on the positive. I kind of don't care about that, but I like to see what I did and what I didn't do. Okay, first things first, we're going to look at scrap deals. Get over here, scrap deals. We've got looks like the same place. That's fine. I mean, I don't care if I'm going to the same place over and over again. It's a different, obviously random amount of stuff. We're going to grab all this. Now, if we don't put in any type of um, bargaining, this is going to cost us, what is that, 289, okay? Which should leave us with, what, about 654. Okay, so keep that amount in mind, 654. All right. Let's see how much better than 654 we'll end up with after we start making these deals. We're going to start, I don't know, it's just one of those things where 50 just grabs me. He only went down $2. He is, see, I don't like that. Okay, now we're at $55. Bam. Okay, here, let's bargain this. This one is a little bit better. It has a little more of everything, but it still is not, you know, I'm gonna go with 90. 90, I mean, just one shot and they're on it. This one is, I mean, this amount of plastic is crazy. There's over 32 kilograms of plastic we're gonna get out of this. Everything else is nominal, but it is going to add up to what we need it to add up to. Like we'll get 1 kilogram, almost two, one, almost one. We'll get a nice amount of plastic basically, but that's fine. I'm going to say 75 bucks. 75, they're good with it. Okay. So we now are at 723. My number was what, 654? So we saved about, what was that, $69 doing those bargains or whatever we did. Is that right? Yeah. I mean, that's not bad. That'll pay for our guy, which means we probably could have gotten another employee, but we didn't. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take this crushing machine, the wood machine. That's what that kind of helps with also to make sure that we have enough money to get that sort of thing. And then we need to probably take a look at things that we may have opened up, which I don't think we looked at yet. Um, and then I think I'm going to think about expanding this area before we get the other machines. So let's go ahead and build this bad boy. I could come all the way out there, but I won't do that. Just give us a little room on the sides so that we can squeeze between. I mean, I know we can still get in there, but all right. So before we leave, let's start this thing up. Let's put all of what we have in here in there first. Run over here, grab this one. That's 40 more kilograms. And let's grab this, put you in there. Now let's see how much we really have in here. We have 55 kilograms in here. Now, considering that it only takes 1 kilogram for each thing that we're doing, we've got a nice little chunk in there. So we could take probably, I forgot how much wood we're picking up. For right now, we'll take the highest one. And that's this one here, which gives us a day. We know we can do this. So let's grab this one. Let's bargain with it. We're going to start this one at $500 too. Now, could I get more? Maybe. I don't know. What about 475? 374. He's not going up too much. 450. I love how it says my last offer and then I give another offer. He only went up $2 from that. 425. He's only going up $1. Oh, how about 415? Now this one I'm gonna nickel and dime because he's nickel and diming me. You know what? 400. Let's do it. Dude, this guy's getting on my nerve. Whoever this is negotiating is getting on my last nerve. Okay, we're looking at probably 390, guys. We're probably gonna be looking at 390. 383. Man, you cheap. Fine, we'll do it. Don't like it, but we'll do it. Now, these two we'll wait on. This one we have another plastic one. We have 2 days to do that. And we have another press paper. We gotta finish that press paper one. We could do this one right now. But I would rather do the one that has more first. We could always come back in the evening and see what else is left. I would love to get, like I said, these two sooner rather than later, but we're gonna have to wait on that. We're gonna get a slow start to the day again. We're not starting off until noon, but we should be fine. We should be fine. Okay, let's start with this one. This will be our plastic that we're picking up predominantly. And we'll just go around and grab all of this. You chuck it in there. This is looks like a regular like milk crate, which makes sense because this is a restaurant. So I do like, you know. And then you've got plastic bags, plastic. Everything makes sense. Cleaning products. You know, it's just interesting. Now this chair is a little out of place or leftover chair, but you know, who knows? They could have been a chair sitting in someone's office. Toss that pail over here. I didn't see anything. Go in here. I sometimes forget to do that uh, because it just seems like sometimes that's not a It's not included sometimes or whatever, but if it doesn't glow a different color, I think it's blue when it's kind of optional, then I should know that it is part of what I'm doing. So do that. And like I said before, I wish I could get these chairs. Oh, nice little rocking horse. Now that's out of place. I wouldn't expect that in here, but who knows nowadays what to expect anywhere. But yeah, the chairs in here, I would love to be able to get them in tables. These things are absolute great for wood. But what I'm thinking is they're probably going to repurpose this stuff. They're going to reuse them, is what I would think they would do. Reuse all of that and end up with some really good starter furniture, you know, and this big pay bucket here. You, you just, that part too. I don't know why that is, but that's a little satisfying to just toss something. Um, when I was moving, I moved a lot for a while, but anytime I move, and my boys were helping me move, they seemed to be very satisfied just being able to toss my stuff into bags or, just tossing it, period. And I used to, always kind of get upset with them because I'm like, why are you just tossing my stuff like that? For me, it was they weren't taking into consideration that this was my stuff and, to be gentle with it or whatever like that. But it wasn't that they were trying to be gentle with it. They were just trying to get it done. They were just trying to get over with, which I understood because moving is not fun for me. Unless I was able to hire someone to come pack up for me and everything, moving is not fun for me. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. The packing, unpacking, the all of that. But sometimes the starting over is okay. I like to have a clean slate, and that's what for me moving is. Moving is starting over. Regardless of whether it's starting over for the better or worse, it's still starting over. So, but yeah, just chucking stuff into things was kind of satisfying, and when they have it in a game, it's even more satisfying because you're not hurting anyone, unless they make that part of the game, which would be kind of interesting. But you're not hurting anyone when you just chuck stuff in something or whatever. It's just, thing. I think this one was the wood one. Looks like there's a lot of wood in here. Then again, those could be probably the only pieces of wood. I think that's glass. It's funny how I can just chuck the glass and it won't break. So that's just great. Yeah, that's another big piece of wood. Got little airplanes, little toys. Chuck that out there. That out there. Anything in here? I like opening those just in case. Because I don't like missing that little one piece of something. It's gonna bug me. Cause like I'm still not upset about missing that guitar piece from last time, but I don't I don't like doing that. Now this is a lockpick. All of that would have been extra, so I kind of hate that. But I think I could have gotten the lockpick and I didn't get it. So I think the next time before we leave, we're gonna go get it, or we could go back and get it and then go to the next one. Because we only have one more, I think, after this, and it's still kind of early, even though we got a late start. I like that though. I like when they go quick like this. There's some places, I think they have a construction site that didn't go that quick for me, and the reason why was because it was just so vast, so expansive. It was just a lot of space. So I want to go back to the factory. I'm gonna go back. Should I let him unload this now? Yeah, I'll let him unload while I go and get. I think I can get the lockpick. I didn't look. So here, equipment. We don't have enough money. We didn't have enough money. See, had I gotten a lockpick early though, I wouldn't have had any money to get all of those other deals. Now I could have waited until I got back and then got the deals later, but I wanted to get the deals, the scrap deals early. And then, but there will be times where we're probably spending it here as opposed to always going out. I could hire another guy to do the unloading. Do I need to do that though? I don't think I need to do that. Nicholas James. Oh my God, 11 seconds. Oh, 3 seconds. Good Lord, man. His daily wage is $30. Well, that's why. Oh my goodness. 3 seconds to oh. Mm. We might have to consider that guy. I don't mind paying $30 a day. Mm. Wow, that's impressive. I'm not gonna fire him, but that's impressive. Very impressive. Okay. Well, we can unlock this guy at level 7. We still got a little while before we get to this dude. But that's fine. I kind of like going to pick up my own stuff. But yeah, it probably would make it. There's certain locations where I don't want to go. So, or at least not anymore. But yeah, I can see why. So yeah, we got all those contracts. We've picked up only one extra. Kind of like that. Well, and then we should prepare to at least expand this our borders, and then we'll expand the machine area. So we really need about 1,200 bucks because I kind of want to do those simultaneously. At least one day and one another day. Oh God, he got all this stuff. Now, to be honest with you, I can have him sort the waste. I don't care. He can do it while I'm gone. We'll go get this other one, and by the time I come back, he would have sorted the waste out. But and see, the thing is too is that part does not make as much sense to me unless I'm like in a hurry. But I don't foresee ever being in that much of a hurry. But having the guy being able to do it in 3 seconds, no sooner do I tell him to do it and I go over there to pick up, I can go over and just grab the stuff, you know. And if I want him to hurry up and do it and then I leave again, I guess that would make a difference. Like if I was to come in mid morning or mid afternoon and have him unload, sort, and then go back out, I could see that being a factor. But um, as far as having to do that often, I don't know. But I can't overlook the 3 seconds. 3 seconds. That must have been. I know it was an update recently done, and I know a lot of people were talking about how long it was taking for them to do things because I think all of them was kind of the same. Like, and all of them, I mean, all of the employees were kind of the same type of employee. There was no difference, significant difference between them. And now, obviously, there is a significant difference between them. And I thank you for doing that um, because it's just one of those things where you don't want to go play a game where all of that is the same. There's been plenty of games that have come out where all of your employees look the same. All of your employees, um, their body types are the same. Who they are is the same. I mean, everything is the same, same, same. So you kind of get tired of that when you're playing a video game. There's a bunch of video games I love to death where all of the employees look the same, um, and that wasn't fun for me. Because that's just not the case. But it stopped being fun because it wasn't, not that it wasn't realistic. It's just there's no point. What the hell did I miss? don't tell me that I'm supposed to. Nope, nope. I think I missed this over here. Yep, I did it again. That's what I was saying I was trying not to do, is miss things like this. Because now luckily I don't have that much stuff in my truck. But if I did have a lot of stuff, this would have been an extra bag. It may not have fit, so I gotta be careful with that. And nothing in there. Okay, I've got to be careful with that sort of thing. Okay, I think that's metal. Yep, wood, wood. I like the big pieces of wood and stuff. It just makes everything go quicker. And then I don't have too many trash bags. Well, that's done. There's more reputation level points. So back to the factory. Yeah, all in a day's work, right? Bam, bam. Okay, so he's sorted. I'm just gonna be nosy. 50 in here. 79 glass. We've got 49 and 17. Press papers. We do need that. So you know what? I'm gonna grab this and let this go finish. And I am going to use an existing palette instead of wasting palettes. And let's just get out of that. I'm stuck. Here we go. Now, I've already did one run of 100. It's going to take me a minute. So we're going to do another run of 100 of these. Run it. And let's look at this. Yep, we're still working out one. We did not set anything on this. We've already got 55 in here. I'm going to run 100 of these. Oops, forgot to do that. There we go. And um, that's just because. There's no rhyme or reason as to why I'm doing that. The only rhyme or reason is because that's the max you can do per run. That's it. So I'm not doing it because uh, anyone's making me do it. I'm doing it because, or I have a contract for it. I'm just doing it because that's how many I can do. Okay. So there's the paper. We're good there. Let's just go in here. Now he's done doing what he's doing. I think this time I'm going to let him go ahead and sort it. Let's see how slowly his thing moves. Yeah, that moves a little slow. The other guy would have been done already. I may go ahead and hire him. I don't know. So let's get this done. Contracts, taken, paper. Deliver that for 500 bucks. That's 30 reputation. We should be doing the sawdust soon. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and take this one. I've got 10 left. I'm pretty sure I can cover it, hopefully within a couple of days. So let's bargain this one off. Give me 350. 298. He came up a good amount. We'll say 325. 325 is good. Give me another 55 bucks. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not great. Okay, plastic. We can probably finish this one tonight. Let's see the lumber. Lumber, lumber, lumber. We should be able to finish one or both of these. We've got one of these up for 42. These are the same, but this one's giving a little less than that one. Let's see what we're missing out on the glass. We're missing out on the glass. We'll get it. Okay, so let's bargain this one. I'm gonna go again with 350. 271. Well, you came up enough. 325. 25 is good. Bam. Wish. Oh God. Every time I see this, it's just the amount of money. That's all I'm looking at. But see, these I probably won't like because you're doing a tier one product and then a tier three product. So the question is how do usually you have them connected to each other to go in one and out the other. So it's like, do I have a separate section for, it just gets into a thing. So let's see, this one, I'm gonna bargain this one. We're gonna start with 300. Not gonna be too greedy anymore. Cause they agreed. Wonderful. Glass we'll deal with in a little bit. But let's go see how much of this we can do. Now he's already finished this. So let's just take the ones that we can. All of that plastic. So wonderful. Let's just take all of this plastic. Chuck it in. Chuck it in. Look at this. This is a hot mess. It's a hot mess over there. Oh man, we'll clean it up. Don't worry about it. We got it. We got it covered. Do not worry about a thing. We're gonna clean that up. The one thing I do like also is when it's 2100, the time stops. You can do whatever you want to do, and it helps us really kind of get organized and everything. I think if that mechanic was ever taken out, we would all be in trouble. But it's absolutely great. So let's get a few pallets going here. Chuck you right there, and then get you over here, because this is about to be nasty. I mean, and it's just look at just how it stacks up like that. It's just so great. It's just beautiful. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more. You know what I'm saying? You just really couldn't. It's so great. And then depending upon how many how you started this or whatever, bam, that's exactly 30 on there. So let's get this one sitting in there. We can probably finish something. And let's just wheel your happy butt in here. I'm just gonna go on this side just because there's more room. I didn't have to go all the way over there, but I did. Okay, I mean it's looking good. It's looking good. We've got more paper being cranked out. We probably did all of, if not most of, the 100 sawdust that I started. I'm not mad at it. You know, not mad about it at all. There. Then let's go over here and get, or prepare to get, this one down. Put these other ones on there. Actually, we will not that one. I think I'm gonna go get the other thing of sawdust. Put this down. Now this one should not be a full pallet because I only did 100. I wonder if I should do a few more to get the rest of the pallet. No, we don't even have enough to do it. We didn't even do the whole thing. Okay. But then again, I have another sawdust. Let's see. I'm doing 72 of the sawdust. So that's how many I have on contract. Let me put this over there because we should be able to cover that over here. Yeah, we should be able to cover both of those. We've got 89. That's what I thought. Okay. That's great. That's absolutely great. So I think the way that I'm doing it is working. I'm going out to get the scrap first, and then I'm coming back to do contracts. The contracts don't go anywhere. Just because you leave and go out or whatever, they don't go anywhere. Yeah, you've used a day, but you haven't used a full day. So I think that this is working that way, and I'm not um, running out like a chicken with her head cut off, trying to figure out, well, what materials do I need or whatever. I'm just gonna get what they offer us. Look at that, another two more areas unlocked. I can carry more, and I have advanced sorting. That is absolutely great. I have to get the carry more thing. I think. Um, I think I have to. Okay. So this says 383 for this one, 300 for this one. Obviously, we want to do the one that's going to pay you the most, but we can also do that one. I'm happy with that. And I think we have 17 of these available. We have 22. We can't do that. I keep looking at it and we just can't do it. We still have time, I think, before this one drapes off or trickles off. But we probably need to look into getting our glass machine. We have 1631. Let's look at the extra stuff that we can get. We need this lockpick, so let's get the lockpick. Let's look at the upgrade. 750. Ooh, ooh. Do we need that right now? Or do we want this other machine right now? I mean, either way, we could probably get it on day 5, but ugh, do I want this machine today? Um, I think I want to carry more for right now, honestly, because the bags are not adding up a lot, but they're adding up enough. Less bags would be great, but we're not getting that much stuff. I think I'm gonna get the machine. I'm gonna get the machine. I think expanding our offerings or what we can get is going to be the way forward. Now, the reason why I said what I said earlier is because we're running out of space. I said I was going to expand first, and I didn't do what I said I was going to do. Okay, so right now I'm going to leave this guy here, which should be okay. But I think the next time before I buy any more machines, and I'm saying this so that I can remember and discipline myself, before I buy any more machines or anything else, we need to expand. I had said that I needed $1,200, I think, and I didn't do what I said I was going to do. So that's on me. But for right now, let's go ahead and get this glass loaded in here. Um, yeah, buy. I need to buy the expansions because I need more space. It's gonna get ugly. If it hasn't gotten ugly already, it's gonna get uglier. Yeah, I need more space. There we go. And I shouldn't have faced it this way, but I did. We have 95.8 kilograms. We can almost do this entire run that I'm doing here. So I think what I'm going to do is leave it at this for now. We've gotten through day 4. We've done really well. Obviously, tomorrow we need to find more paper. Over the next couple of days, we need to find more paper. We're going to end up, you know what? Let me take these contracts because I know we can do them now. Now that I'm thinking about it, before we leave, we can do up to 95. This is 30. This is 102. I would think we can find at least 7 more kilograms of glass within days. So we're going to take all of these. We're going to bargain for all of these. I'm going to start off at 450. 425. No, 425. Mm. He's not coming up that much. 400 should be good. 359, use Scalawag. Here we go. 380. Okay, 375 is probably where we're going to come in at. Really? Let's go 370 and call it a day. I don't like these random little numbers. I like even numbers or ended in five or something like that. I don't like the random numbers. It drives me nuts. Um, I know it's weird, but how about 350? Let's just go with 350. 350. See that is a reasonable person. This one I'm gonna go with 400. See, that's what I'm liking. Now, yes, I don't need to haggle with the people, because the prices they give are good. But why not? Let's see what you can get. Now, should I do this with this? We have 17 in storage. I don't have any other ones. I think we can find 13 more within a couple days. Let's bargain with this one. We're going to do it even 300 because actually the negotiating back and forth, the time it takes, I'm not. You went up $1. This person's going to be a little bit. We going to have some problems out of this one. Real problems out of this one. Okay, then you go to 280 and instantly accept that. You big. I'm telling you, man. It's okay. What I said I was going to do was to expand, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, these two areas we got to expand our borders first. Then we have to expand the machine area. So we really need to make sure that we have enough room for that for everything. Um, it should be not easy considering the contracts that we have. Let's look at the contracts that we have, okay? So we've got 325 here. We have nothing there. We have 280, that's 605, right? And then we have multiple contracts here. This alone is going to pay for, this is 1120. So 605, 1120 is 1725. So we have 1725 in contracts. That's good. Now that's not mentioning the scrap that we're going to pay for, which I'm not counting. But with just if we can fulfill all of these or some of them, we should have enough to cover our expansion. Okay? That's the goal for next time. Because now we're going to call it here. We've gotten up to level 4 reputation. We've added 2 more machines. Okay, we've got still the same staff member, but we're contemplating another one. We've gotten the upgrade for the lockpick. We're contemplating getting the upgrade to carry more. We probably won't be doing that until maybe day 6. But I think we've made good progress here as far as our personal goals that we're trying to make because that's what it's all about. What are we trying to do? Not what anyone else wants us to do. What are we trying to do? Where are we trying to get? I think Endgame is days from now, but the purpose is to get every single machine, all of the tiers, the higher the tier, the better the machine, the better stuff you can make. So I'm thinking I'm not even worried about Endgame right now. I just want to play until I don't want to play. So that's my thing, guys. So until next time, this is just trying to play it, saying please stay safe, everyone. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see when other videos are coming out, and until the next video, you guys take care.